Hi, I'm Danielle Baca with Louisiana Gridiron Football, and I'm here with Catholic's wide receiver, Jalen Toaston. Please make sure that you subscribe to our magazine below. So Jalen, can I have you draw your favorite play and explain it to us?
Yes, ma'am, for sure. Okay, so my favorite play that we ran in my year playing at Catholic High is trio right. Call this play Patriot X stop. So I play a Y. This would be me right here. It'll be a Z, an F, and single side would be the X. So I play Y, so I would be on the ball and I would have a 12-yard post going to the near goal post. And for the Z, he would, when I make my break, he'll come like right off of me and he'll have like a slight wheel. The F right here, he would have the a now screen that we run and he'll come back flat. He'll kind of run his route like right here where we were and he'll stay there on the flat in case he's the check down. And for the X single side, he'll have a 10-yard stop route. And the whole design of this play basically is we would basically run this against a cover 1, cover 3 type defense. Basically, the reason why I like this play personally is because I would be the first read of play. So whenever we call this, I get a little bit excited, and I'm like, okay, this is my time. Gotta get right. Let's run this route. Run it good. I can get to the ball. And the Z is like the second person behind me. He'll be the check down. If there's a too high safety look, most likely I would not be getting the ball, and he would be the check down. So they'll throw it to him, and if he's not open, then we'll throw it to the F. And if all this is just jumped up and stuff and everything's covered, then we'll definitely throw it to him backside. And this is my favorite play in football for our football team.
All right, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Louisiana football is year-round. At Louisiana Gridiron Football, we're more than just a magazine. Our mission is simple: bring you the inside scoop on the teams that matter most to you. Go to LouisianaGridironFootball.com and subscribe today.
All right, so when did you start playing football?
When I started playing football, I would say I was about 4 or 5 years old. I started basically whenever around when my dad was killed, and I always had a love for the game. So whenever I would be like when I would watch it on TV, obviously I was only 5, something I didn't know what was going on, but it would always just interest me. So I would be like, Mom, I really want to play this sport. And we had a rec league back in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I played for the South Baton Rouge Jaguars, and that's basically how I started gradually grasping football. I was like, yeah, this is a sport that I want to play. And also because we had big names that played for that team, like Darius Geisen, he went to LSU, he plays with the Redskins. Salute to him. Big fan of him, and that's basically just where I started when I was 5, and I just grew up from there, loving the game.
All right, so you mentioned a couple people. Do you have any current role models in the NFL and college right now?
My biggest one is, everybody should know, my favorite receiver, favorite player all the time has got to be Odell Beckham Jr. He's just a super fun, energetic, tenacious type of fella. I like him, his style of play, the way he runs. He just represents me, even though if I'm a little bit taller than he is. But I just like how he plays the game. Like, he has so much emotion towards everything that he does, and I can see myself in that and in him. And what he did for LSU, I even followed him whenever he was in high school. He was just a really, really great player. And now he's in the league doing great things, doing big things. And I'm just expecting him just to handle business this year. And he's just been one of my role models.
I'm sure it's exciting to see yourself in somebody like that. So how do you think your coaches would describe you?
I think my coaches would describe me as I'm a very hard worker, but like some players, they're like more loud. They like to boast about this, and that. I'm like more of a humble type of fella. I like to just let my work ethic show for what I do and how I choose to put myself out there to the public, And that's just technically how I like to present myself. But I think they say I'm a pretty good hard worker. I care about the game. I care about my teammates. I'm just a really good team player.
Okay, and so for your academics, how was your GPA this past year?
GPA has been good. Of course, I've had slip-ups, but Yeah, that's what my coaches are there for me. My really good teachers there for me. I got a 3.0, and of course math was my lowest subject, but my teachers and my coaches will always be on me trying to give me help with that. So that's one reason why I got so much love for the school, is because they're always with me and they do want me to succeed. So I take a lot of pride in that, and all my curricular and activities and stuff like that.
Okay, and have you considered a college major yet?
Like my uncle, he's here with me. He brought me here today. He does law, so whenever I was younger, he would sometimes take me to his job, and I would be like, okay, he does a lot of stuff. He had like 4 or 5 file cabinets with his client stuff in there. I'm like, and then he always be telling me about his situation, what his clients did, and what he had to do. So I would be continuously like, dang, I think this is a really cool job. I think this is something I could do. Plus, I like to debate certain stuff. So I think I could fit pretty well into the whole law scheme of things.
Okay, and then outside of football and school, do you find other ways to get involved in your community?
Oh, for sure. Before we had our final exams, I did this little community project with my mom, and it was early in the morning. It was like 6 o'clock that day. I was really tired. I didn't feel like getting up, but my mom said this is for the community, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It could be fun. And I went with her sorority. She's an AKA, so we went down to this little house down by Windburn, by Shruma in Baton Rouge, and we were just sitting tiles and putting wood set us on the floor for the base of the house that we were building, and we did that for a couple hours. I got to meet some old faces, see some new people. Got to learn how to use a hammer and nail, something I've never done before, but it was very interesting. I had a lot of fun doing it.
Okay, that's great. Can you tell us about your stats, maybe your power clean, squat, 40 time?
Oh, yes, ma'am, for sure. So when I first started doing football, I would constantly be hearing people talk about their 40s, clean maxes, back squatting, a bunch of other lists that they had to do. So I knew gradually I would have to be getting timed and doing stuff like that. So my fastest 4 that I ran is a 4.6. My highest in clean, power clean, I've gotten to 2.30. That was a big accomplishment. I was very proud of that. Coach was very proud of me. And in back squat, my max was 3.15 last year, and I'm looking to get to 3.30 hopefully before the end of the summer.
All right, cool. So how has your recruitment process been? Are any schools showing interest right now?
Yes, ma'am. My recruitment process has been real good. Been a few schools here that are taking a lot of interest in me. I've been Alabama A&M's been talking to me. I've gotten in touch with their coaches. Southeastern has talked to me. I got in touch with their coaches. Are really, really, really cool people. I love their schools. Really, really nice. Those are pretty much some of the schools that I've been talking to.
I'm sure that's really exciting. So, obviously it's the off season. Have you been to any camps or plan to go any camps soon?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever the summer had started, I went to Baylor's camp. That was a really, really good experience. They have a really, really nice field, really good coaching staff. It was good to get out there and meet their coaches and meet some of their players. Also, I've been to LSU's camp. They had one recently. I've been there. That was really, really, really good. That was really competitive too. That was a really big. It was competitive. That kind of opened up my eyes a little bit, but it was a lot of fun. Also, I'm supposed to be going to supposed to go meet with Alabama A&M for a one-on-one session with some of their coaches to talk to me. That's coming up pretty soon, and I'm going to this Peyton Manning camp this weekend. I think that my uncle told me about it not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. Signed me up for it. Been planning for this one. This is a big one, so I'm kind of excited about this camp coming up.
So clearly you've been busy. Now, with all those camps and the constant working in this off season, is there one skill that you're really looking to improve before this next season comes up?
Yes, for sure. Like I talked before, that some of my favorite routes and stuff like that, my favorite play that I drew up there. The one thing I want to get better at is coming in and out of my breaks a little bit quicker when it comes to like any type of stop routes, mediums, comebacks, anything like that. I have gotten better progressively. That's what I've been working on that at home, and that's just, and also my blocking. I was pretty good at blocking last year, but I do take my pride in trying to be able to hold a block for my running back so they can have the room to run, and that's just pretty much some of the stuff I want to get better at before the season comes in.
All right, and what do you personally think is the biggest difference going from college or from high school to college football?
My biggest thing is, I think the biggest difference from high school to college would probably be, I guess, the amount of aggression that you have to have, the amount of confidence and knowledge you have to have of the game of football. Because not even saying that high school doesn't require a lot of knowledge, but in college it's just a different game. Like, more people, there's a lot more talented people out there than people that I've just faced in like this state. So you're gonna be mixed up with different guys. People can be better than you at this, and that. So I think it just comes down to skill, knowledge, and you're about to be confident in yourself and just being able to be disciplined and take coaching. I think that would be the biggest difference.
Okay, and is there something that you like the viewers to know that they might not know about you?
Yes, there is one thing. People come to think that I'm pretty intimidating. I'm not sure why, but I'm a really, really nice guy. I'm really quiet. I'm very introverted. I'm key to myself sometimes, but I'm really fun to get to know. I like to play video games. I love doing stuff with the community. Like I said, I did stuff with my mom and her sorority, help building houses. I just like getting out there, doing new stuff, meeting new people. But like I said, I don't think I'm a pretty intimidating person, but that's just what a lot of people would tell me.
Well, now everybody knows. So once again, I'm Danielle Baca with Louisiana Gridiron Football. We're here with Jalen Toaston. Please make sure that you guys subscribe to our magazine and our YouTube channel below. Thank you.